Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. If you have never failed, you have never lived. I don't know who my grandfather was. I'm much more concerned with what his grandson will become. Character is like a tree, and reputation is its shadow. We can complain that rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice that thorn bushes have roses. My concern is not that you have failed, but that you are satisfied with your failure. Always bear in mind that your determination to succeed is more important than any other. Ordinary-looking people are the best in the world. That's why God makes so many of them. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. When it is your duty to oppose, remaining silent is a sin. Speak the truth, and you won't have much to remember. Teach children well, and you won't need to teach adults. You can't escape tomorrow's responsibility by evading it today. If you want peace, avoid popularity. Am I not destroying my enemies when I make them my friends? Women are the only creatures I fear, knowing they won't hurt me, but still I fear them. A friend is someone whose enemies are the same as yours. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That is my religion. I want to be remembered as someone who, wherever I found a chance for flowers to grow, I cleared the bushes and planted flowers. The easiest way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend. A young person must develop in every way possible, never doubting that someone might stand in their way. If someone can do a job well, let them do it. Give them a chance. I don't think it matters whether God is on our side or not. What matters is that we are on God's side, because God is always right. What I want to know is in books. My best friend is the person who gives me a book I haven't read yet. You cannot build a man's character and courage by taking away his freedom. Everyone can face difficulties, but if you want to test a person's character, give them power. I've always found that mercy bears sweeter fruit than strict justice. For someone determined to act, nothing in this world is impossible. I'm committed to being right and true, not necessarily to winning. Those who look for evil in others will surely find it. If we first understand where we are and the direction we're heading, we can better decide what and how to act. In the end, it doesn't matter how many years are left in your life. What matters is how much life is left in those years. Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. No one is capable of governing another without that person's consent. Nobody has a memory good enough to be a successful liar. I may walk slowly, but I never walk backward. Everyone wants to live long, but no one wants to grow old. The right to criticize belongs to those who have a heart to help. I prepare myself, knowing that my chance will eventually come. My experience has been that people with no vices have very few virtues. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Whatever I am or hope to be, I owe it all to my mother. Whoever you are, strive to be a good person. If you call a tail a leg, how many legs does a dog have? 4. Calling a tail a leg doesn't make it 1. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. The ballot is stronger than the bullet. The best way to predict your future is to create it. People are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. Those who deprive others of freedom are not deserving of it themselves. Human actions can be modified to some extent, but human nature cannot be changed. The only assurance of our nation's security is to build our foundation on morality and religion. The best way to repeal a bad law is to enforce it strictly. I have spoken to great men, and I do not know how they differ from others. True patriotism is better than misguided religiousness. Nations do not die from invasion. They die from internal decay. Great men are ordinary men with extraordinary determination. When you reach the top, turn around and reach out for the person behind you. You cannot help the poor by destroying the rich, nor can you raise the wage earner by pulling down the wage giver. Kindness is the only service that can withstand the storms of life and is not washed away. Those who wait may get things, but only those things left behind by those who strive. A nation that does not respect itself will not last long. If we exchange $1, we each have $1. But if we exchange a good idea, we both have 2 good ideas. Where wisdom ends, violence begins. If there is anything that connects man to the divine, it is the courage to stand for a principle when everyone else rejects it. The problem with many people is that they believe the realm of truth is always within their sight. Commitment is what turns promises into reality, and it is a foundation that builds character. It holds the power to change the face of things through a daily victory of integrity over skepticism. A hypocrite is one who kills his parents and then pleads for mercy on the grounds that he is an orphan. A day spent not helping others, but only helping oneself is a day wasted. Freedom is not the right to do what we want, but the right to do what we ought. Life is hard, but it is also very beautiful. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Those willing to sacrifice freedom for security will lose both in the end. The strength of a country lies in the homes of its people. You cannot fail unless you give up. Once you lose the trust of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their hospitality and respect. Standing quietly when one should speak is cowardice. Every man's happiness is his own responsibility. There is nothing greater than kindness. If you understand what you are doing, you are not learning anything. You cannot make the weak strong by making the strong weak. There is no greater injustice than profiting from another's sweat. If slavery is not wrong, nothing is wrong. A new book is like a friend I haven't met yet. Don't let any form of despair overpower you, and in the end, you will surely succeed. Decide that it can be done and will be done, and then find a way. If you like something, set it free. We cannot help but believe that the one who created the world still rules over it. I will do what I believe is right, and when I find out it's wrong, I will change it. Education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching them to behave as they do not behave. Do not leave anything for tomorrow that can be done today. When you are not recognized, do not worry, but strive to become worthy of recognition. I believe God means for us to do more to advance His plans than we have done, and He will open the way for us to do so. Our trust is in the love of freedom that God has sown in our hearts. Some people achieve success. This is proof that others can achieve it too. If I am killed, I can die once, but living in fear is dying repeatedly. Today's struggle is not only for today, but also for a vast future. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell. It is merely purification. If friendship is your weakest point, then you are the strongest person in the world. You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. There is no honorable way to kill. There is no gentle way to destroy. Nothing good comes from war except for its end. What I have learned from books. I have so many proofs of God's guidance and examples when I was controlled by a power other than my own will. I have no doubt that this power comes from above. Half-done work usually proves to be lost labor. The willingness to work is such a rare quality that it should be encouraged